Hi there, and welcome to my relaxing yet productive summer evening routine. I've just gotten the kids home from camp, and I'm not sure about your kids, but when my kids come home from camp, one, they're covered in sunscreen and bug spray, and it feels like all of the mud in the entire playground sticks to their skin. So I want to bring them upstairs, get them into a shower bath. Sometimes I find that I bathe them really quickly after camp, and then we go back outside and we might need a secondary rinse off. So thank goodness that I cover them in coconut oil and do everything in my power to keep them hydrated. But a bath after camp, the 3 days that they go, definitely feels like a necessity. I feel like in the summer months, the evening time definitely can be extended and feel a little bit longer because I'm not sure about you guys, but we're definitely staying up later. The kids are staying up later, therefore I'm staying up later, even though I just find that I'm going to bed a little bit closer to them. So my time after they go to bed from when I go to bed has been abbreviated. But during this time, I like to include a lot of self-care, a lot of productivity, because for me, going to bed with a clean home and a clean space is an act of self-care. So I want to take you guys through our evening, and I hope that you enjoy. And if you do, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Kids are clean, kitchen is clean. Check and check. Now I'm going to get started on dinner and a spritzer. So when I'm filming this video, it is a Monday. I think I already mentioned that. So my last video was my hormone healing meal prep. If you haven't watched that video, I will link that for you up here in the cards. It is genuinely one of my favorite videos I have ever filmed, and the response has been so unbelievably positive. The day I posted that video, so 5 days ago, the day I posted that video, we lost power for 3 days. So it has kind of been a whirlwind since Thursday, and I'm still cleaning up the mess, and oh my goodness, it was like a punch in the gut. One, because obviously we lost all of our food, and two, having to go through and actually throw away the food, and buying the food and throwing that away is like, it makes me nauseous. But then all of the food that I had prepared, so I had, bags and bags. I'll show you the bags. I had bags and bags, and these are the large size stasher bags, like the big, massive ones. I had bags and bags of homemade bone broth cubes, homemade pasta sauce cubes that are like veggie lentil loaded pasta sauce, veggie loaded pizza sauce cubes in one, homemade veggie stock. I mean, you name it. I had so much food prepared in my freezer. So losing food that we've purchased, like the meat, yes, that definitely was like not ideal and upsetting, but I'm going to insert a picture here on the screen, and this was just from one run of the dishwasher. I had 3 where it was just my countertop was full of containers of everything I had to clear out of the refrigerator and the freezer. So all of that food that I prepped with you guys, it was on a Sunday and we lost power on a Tuesday. So I lost like half of my tonic, so many of my herbs. There was just so much food that was lost. So I feel like I'm finally like recovering from just accepting that happened. I get there because so for tonight for dinner we are keeping it super simple because we left town. We went to my parents' house. They were also out of power, but they have a whole house generator. We budgeted for that when we built this house, but then we were talked out of it. Yeah. Anyways, you live and you learn. So I bought like a quick run of groceries to have to keep us stocked for like a few days this week. Then I need to do like a big trip to Costco. So tonight for dinner, we are keeping it super simple. So when I was at Whole Foods yesterday, I grabbed 1.5 pounds of the grass-fed beef. This is the 8317. I like the beef with a little bit more fat. You would probably have heard me also say that in last week's video all about hormone health. I prefer the meat to have a little bit more fat, plus it brings in a ton more flavor. So we're just gonna be doing like gluten-free, simple, grass-fed burgers with a salad on the side. I should be eating off the Living Well meal plan today, which I wasn't even sure I was going to be able to get that out because we had no power, we had no internet, but we were running off of hot spots and they were so slow. I was like, oh my goodness. So thankfully after day 3, the power came back on, and then like a few hours after that, the internet came back on. So I was able to get the meal plan out, but I wasn't able to buy all of the ingredients to cook off the meal plan today on Monday. So I will start on Tuesday. So it'll just be like a day behind. That was very ironic timing, I will tell you that, to film a huge meal prep and have that happen. And you would have seen in last week's video, and if you haven't watched it, I will have it for you in the description box down below because I want you to watch that after we hang out tonight. But I did make, of course, a huge pitcher of herb water, and so we, tossed that. So I'm gonna be making a fresh one tonight because it's the first thing I crave in the morning. Like I have my lemon ginger tonic and I'm craving this herb water even before coffee. Like I just can't stop, won't stop with the herb water right now. So we're gonna be doing that tonight. We're gonna be putting together a super simple dinner and then probably doing like a little bit of self-care later and just have a relaxing evening together. just doing quick tacos because I bought the organic coleslaw mix from Whole Foods. I always have that in the fridge here in the pantry at all times because it's super easy. One, of course, for salad. It's also great for the kids' lunch boxes and then for things like taco night. We ended up just doing the siete wraps with the grass-fed beef, shredded tacos. I did some fresh fruit and a few sliced veggies. It was delicious. So before I get to vacuuming, because that tends to be the last thing that I do as far as cleaning goes, before I get to vacuuming, I'm going to go ahead and take 2 of my magnesium breakthrough from Magnesium Breakthroughs, which is what I do every single night. I take 1 in the morning, 1 around 2:45, and then 2 before bed. So I am somebody who does track my sleep on my Aura ring. I'm coming up on 2 years of sleep tracking. And the nights that I don't take the magnesium breakthrough, which is very rare, but if I forget to or we're traveling, my sleep is most definitely impacted. I always say that when I started taking the magnesium breakthrough, my sleep improved by 30% on average. I was getting 30% more deep, restful sleep just by adding in this supplement. So this is the time of day that I take it. It's almost 8 o'clock. It's 7:54 right now. So I'm getting ready to take 2 of these with a little bit of water. Then I'll go around and vacuum. I'll take Sawyer up. We've been getting everybody to bed so late, but such is summer. It is still bright daylight out. It's hard to get the kids to bed early, but this is the perfect time for me to take it because then when I'm laying down with her, I start relaxing, I hop into my shower, and by that point, I am ready to go to bed, which is absolutely perfect because I pretty much fall asleep 15 minutes after I put her to bed. So even with her staying up later, it has definitely abbreviated my night. I just do more before I put her down. So I'm going to go ahead and take 2 of my magnesium breakthrough. If you haven't tried the magnesium breakthrough, I would highly encourage you to go back and look through the comments on my videos. I mean, the comments speak for themselves. You will be shocked and amazed. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of comments on my channel about this product. It has revolutionized not only my sleep, but the sleep of so many of you in the community. So if you use my link and my code Jessica10, you can save 10%. I will have it for you in the description box down below, as well as the first pinned comment. It took forever to put Sawyer to bed. I feel like I missed the window, but I am about to get ready to hop into the shower. And first, I have shared in so many videos the importance of dry brushing. Obviously, in the summer months, there's many reasons that I like to dry brush. One, because it makes your skin look so glowy and beautiful and supple and hydrated. And then, of course, it sloughs away all of the dry skin. But aside from that, from a health and wellness perspective, Dry brushing is so important, not only for our lymphatic system, but our glymphatic system as well. So our major drainage pathways run through our lymphatic system that sits right below the skin. And so often we do as much as we possibly can to detox our bodies and hydrate our bodies and move through toxins, but we forget that our lymphatic system is that master detoxifier along with our liver. So oftentimes things can become stagnant, whether that's from lack of movement, from dehydration, from eating foods that are chronically inflammatory or highly processed foods. These things can slow down our lymphatic system and make it feel sluggish. So aside from all of the beauty benefits, dry brushing is so important for our skin to really get that lymph fluid moving. So I mentioned a few times that I love to take a shower right before bed. It's my way to unwind and relax. I was cleaning the house. I laid with Sawyer. I know she's 5. I still lay with her until she falls asleep, but it took like 45 minutes. So my mind is kind of racing a little bit. Even though I did take my magnesium, at that point I'm thinking, oh my goodness, I still have things to do on my to-do list. Some nights are easier than others. Totally missed that window tonight. But as a way to unwind, I love to come in here and focus on a little bit of self-care. Tonight is not hair wash night. I think I'm actually going to do a little bit of heatless curls. I have fallen off terribly with my heatless curls. If you've been following me for any period of time, you know that I think it was in February, I really dedicated myself to going heat free, and I did it for months and months. And then the summer came and my showers got pushed back later and later and later. It is 9:37. So the key with heatless curls is that in the winter months, I was taking my shower earlier in the night. And so I would then go down and cook dinner, prepare dinner, and it would mostly air dry. And then when it was like 70% dry, I would then do the heatless curls. Well, now, seeing how everybody's going to bed a little bit later, I'm not showering until later, and we're going outside before and after dinner. So I'm not really showering before dinner because we'll be going back outside and I don't want to get sticky again. So that is kind of the reason that I've fallen off the heatless curl train. Not because I don't love the method. I do. I love the method. I love the payoff. I love how long the style lasts. It's just more of a timing situation that I've been running into where I don't have as much time to let it air dry at night. I'm going to do a little bit of dry brushing, hop in the shower, and do some heatless curls. And then we'll get ready for bed. Actually, I might do the curls before we hop into the shower. That way I can show you guys how they look. Okay guys, I'm going to take this delicious lemon balm tea, which I feel like I have not been sharing as much lately because it's been summer months, but it is still here all of the time. I'm going to take my tea, head upstairs, crawl into bed, do a little bit of work before saying goodnight, but I want to thank you all so much for watching. And if you liked today's video, you can let me know by giving it a big thumbs up. And now the subscribe button is right over here on the screen. Give that a click, that way you don't miss a single video. And I hope to see you back here next Thursday.